in this world. The winds will blow against you, the storm will rage, and the world will try to break you down. It's inevitable, it's a law of nature. But the question is, will you break? Will you bend beneath the weight of life's trials, or will you stand tall, unmoved, unshaken? Will you become like the oak tree, standing firm in the face of the fiercest storm, its roots deep in the earth, its branches reaching toward the sky? The choice is yours, and it begins with one simple, yet profoundly powerful concept: the power of your inner resolve. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who governed an empire, wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The greatest battles in life are not fought in the world around you. They are fought within you, in the silence of your heart, in the stillness of your mind. The world will throw everything at you: fear, doubt, confusion, failure. But these things can only shape you if you allow them to, if you give them power. And you, the one who commands your inner world, hold the keys to what you allow in. The foundation of inner resolve is built upon one simple truth: you are not your emotions. You are not the anger you feel in the heat of the moment. You are not the sadness that grips you when life takes a turn for the worse. You are not the frustration when things don't go according to plan. You are the one who chooses how to respond. You are the one who decides whether to stay rooted or to be swept away by the tide. The storms of life will come, but it is your resolve that determines whether you stand firm or fall apart. The path to becoming unshakable is not one of perfection. It's not about eliminating your emotions or pretending you're invincible. No, it's about accepting the reality of life, all of it, the highs and the lows, the joy and the pain, and choosing to remain steadfast in the face of it all. It's about practicing discipline in the face of difficulty. It's about living with clarity and purpose despite the noise of the world around you. And it's about making the choice every single day to live with inner strength. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The mind, if left unchecked, can conjure 1,000 fears. It can twist reality into a form more terrifying than the actual danger that lies ahead. But here's the truth: the only real enemy is the one you create in your mind. The fears, the doubts, the insecurities, they are mere shadows, fading when the light of your resolve shines through. Your mind can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. And the key to mastering your mind is this: you must choose to control what it focuses on. Choose to focus on the truth, not the illusion. Choose to focus on your power, not your weakness. It's in the small, seemingly insignificant moments that your resolve is forged. It's when you wake up early, despite the comfort of your bed, to work toward your goals. It's when you keep going, even when you feel like giving up, because you know that growth comes from pushing through the discomfort. It's when you choose to forgive instead of harboring bitterness, because you understand that your peace is worth more than holding on to past wounds. These are the moments that shape your inner strength. They are the quiet battles, fought when no one is watching. And when you stack enough of them together, they build an unshakable foundation that cannot be easily broken. The Stoic virtue of self-control is the bedrock of inner resolve. It is the ability to resist the impulses of the moment, to not be swayed by the whims of fleeting emotions or the temptations of instant gratification. Self-control is what allows you to stand firm in your decisions, to remain steady in your purpose, and to avoid being pulled off course by the distractions of life. It is not easy, but it is powerful. And in a world that constantly seeks to take your attention, your energy, and your peace, self-control is the one thing that will ensure you remain the master of your own destiny. We live in a time where distractions are endless. Our minds are bombarded with notifications, opinions, and noise. The world tells us what we should want, how we should look, what we should believe. But the power of inner resolve is found in your ability to rise above all of this. It is found in your ability to turn off the noise, to focus on what truly matters, and to build a life that aligns with your deepest values. It is found in the practice of living intentionally, of choosing your actions, your thoughts, and your beliefs, instead of letting them be dictated by the world around you. But to truly cultivate inner resolve, you must first become aware of the power of your own mind. You must realize that your thoughts, your perceptions, and your beliefs shape your reality. What you believe about yourself, about the world, and about your place in it will determine how you respond to every challenge life throws your way. If you believe that you are weak, that you are incapable, that you are at the mercy of external circumstances, then that will become your truth. But if you choose to believe in your own strength, in your ability to rise above adversity, and in your capacity to shape your own destiny, then that too will become your truth. Awareness is the first step in this journey of self-mastery. It is the moment when you wake up and realize that you are not the victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your experience. It's when you recognize that the power to change your life, to become unmakeable, lies within you. The first step is always awareness. And once you have that, once you realize the incredible power you possess, nothing can stop you. You become the master of your fate, the captain of your soul, and no storm, no matter how fierce, will be able to shake your resolve. But awareness alone is not enough. It must be followed by clarity, the clarity of knowing exactly who you are, what you stand for, and where you're headed. In a world filled with distractions, it's easy to lose sight of your true purpose. It's easy to get caught up in the noise, to follow the crowd, to chase after things that don't truly serve you. But when you have clarity, when you know with certainty the direction you're headed, nothing can sway you. You are grounded in your purpose, rooted in your values, and unwavering in your commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Clarity gives you direction. It gives you the courage to make difficult decisions. It allows you to say no to the things that do not align with your purpose, and yes to the things that will take you closer to your goals. Clarity is the light that guides you through the darkest of times. When everything around you is uncertain, when the winds of doubt and fear try to blow you off course, your clarity will be the anchor that keeps you steady. But what good is clarity without action? What good is awareness if it is not followed by deliberate, purposeful action? Inner resolve is not just about knowing what you want. It's about taking the necessary steps to make it happen. It's about doing the hard work, day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. It's about building discipline, developing habits that support your growth, and staying committed to the process, no matter how long it takes. Seneca wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Freedom is not the absence of external constraints. It is the ability to control your own mind, your own actions, and your own responses. It is the ability to choose how you react to life's challenges, to choose your path even when the road is difficult. It is the ability to say, "I will not be moved." And when you cultivate this inner strength, this unshakable resolve, you become free. You are no longer a slave to your emotions, your fears, or your circumstances. You are free to live life on your own terms. But freedom, true freedom, is not something that is granted to you by the world. It is something you must take for yourself. It is something that must be earned through consistent effort, through discipline, and through the daily practice of living in alignment with your highest values. The more you master yourself, the more freedom you will experience. The more you learn to control your reactions, the more peace you will find. The more you grow in your ability to remain steadfast in the face of adversity, the more power you will have over your own life. The beauty of inner resolve is that it is yours to cultivate. It is not something that is given to you. It is something that you must choose to develop every single day. And while the world may never stop testing you, while the storms may never cease to rage, you can become unshakable. You can become the oak tree that stands tall in the face of life's fiercest winds, rooted in the truth of who you are, and unmovable in your commitment to live a life of purpose, strength, and peace. The power to do this is already within you. All you have to do is choose it. Now, let us dive deeper into the discipline that underpins this power. Discipline is not a punishment. It is not a form of self-denial for the sake of denial. No, discipline is the ultimate act of self-love. It is the commitment to your future self, the dedication to a life of meaning, peace, and strength. It is waking up early to create the future you desire, even when your body begs for more rest. It is sticking to your principles when it would be easier to compromise them for temporary pleasure. It is the willingness to endure discomfort now in order to reap the rewards later. The discipline of the Stoics wasn't about living a life of deprivation. It was about the understanding that true freedom comes through self-mastery. The more you are able to control your impulses, the less control the world will have over you. The more you say no to the things that do not serve your highest purpose, the more power you reclaim. Think of the times you've been tempted to act impulsively, to act out of frustration, fear, or even anger. These are moments that will come. It's not a question of if they will come, but when. But true discipline means that in those moments, you have the ability to step back and ask yourself, what will my future self thank me for? It means taking a breath, not letting the emotions dictate your actions, and making choices from a place of wisdom, not reaction. And when you practice this discipline every day, you will start to see the results. Your life will become a series of conscious choices. You will begin to shape your reality, not through the whims of emotion, but through the steady, deliberate power of your resolve. But discipline alone is not enough. To truly become unshakable, you must also cultivate adaptability. Life does not always go according to plan. It's one of the most undeniable truths of existence. The greatest warriors are not those who fight battles they know they will win. They are those who fight the battles that life forces upon them. Those who adapt when circumstances shift, when plans crumble, and when the unexpected arises. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers to ever live, understood this well. As a ruler, he dealt with countless obstacles, from political unrest to military conflict, from personal loss to the ever-present pressure of leadership. Yet he never faltered in his resolve. His secret? His ability to adapt to the changing tides, to accept what was outside of his control, and to move forward with clarity and purpose despite it all. He said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Adaptability does not mean surrendering your will or abandoning your goals. It means staying rooted in your values and your purpose while remaining open to the reality that things may not unfold the way you expect. Life is unpredictable, but your inner strength does not need to be. You can navigate even the most uncertain waters with confidence when you are flexible in your approach, but firm in your direction. When life throws you a curveball, you don't have to be knocked down. You simply adjust your stance, shift your focus, and continue moving forward. It is in the moments of change, of unexpected hardship, that you truly discover what you are made of. When the winds of life are howling and the path forward is unclear, your resolve will be tested like never before. But it is precisely in these moments that your strength will be forged. It is in these moments that you have the opportunity to prove to yourself that you are unshakable. That no matter what life throws at you, you will rise, you will adapt, and you will continue to move forward. But to cultivate inner resolve, to become truly unshakable, you must also embrace the truth of suffering. I know this may sound strange, but hear me out. Suffering is inevitable. It is a part of the human condition. You will experience pain, loss, heartache, and disappointment. It is not something to fear or avoid. It is something to be accepted and understood. When you resist suffering, when you try to escape it, you create more pain for yourself. But when you embrace suffering as a part of the journey, when you see it as an opportunity for growth, it loses its power over you. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who endured years of enslavement, understood this concept deeply. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Suffering does not define you. How you choose to respond to it does. Will you let it break you, or will you use it to build the foundation of your unshakable resolve? Will you let the hardships of life define your worth, or will you rise above them, knowing that every trial is a stepping stone on the path to something greater?" Suffering teaches you resilience. It builds character. It forges a strength that can't be bought, but only earned. When you look back on your life, it won't be the easy moments that shaped you. It will be the moments of hardship, of struggle, of deep personal challenge. It will be the times when you could have given up, but you didn't. The times when you faced the storm with courage, when you didn't let fear dictate your actions. These are the moments that define who you are, and when you look back on them, you will see that they were not obstacles, but opportunities to prove that you are unshakable. Resilience is the muscle that is built through hardship, and like any muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. The more you face difficulty and persevere through it, the more resilient you become. And with resilience comes power. The power to move forward no matter what. The power to stand firm in the face of uncertainty. The power to look life in the eye and say, "I am unshakable." But let us not forget the power of gratitude. It may seem counterintuitive, but gratitude is a key component in becoming unshakable. Gratitude is the force that shifts your perspective. It is the force that turns adversity into opportunity. When you are grateful, you recognize that even in the most difficult of times, there is something to be learned, something to be gained. Gratitude keeps your heart open, even in the midst of struggle. It allows you to see the silver lining, to recognize the growth that is happening even when the path is hard. Without gratitude, we risk becoming bitter, resentful, and hardened by the difficulties we face. But with gratitude, we can see every challenge as a teacher, every struggle as a chance to grow stronger, and every setback as a lesson in resilience. Gratitude is the key that unlocks peace in the midst of chaos. It is the lens through which you can see your life with clarity and purpose, even in the darkest of times. And it is this attitude of gratitude that will keep you grounded and unshakable, no matter what storms life may send your way. So, as you walk this path of inner strength, remember this: the power to become unshakable lies within you. It is not something that is granted to you by the world. It is something that you must choose to cultivate every day. It begins with your mind, with your thoughts, and with your choices. It grows through your discipline, your adaptability, and your resilience. And it is nourished by your gratitude, your perspective, and your unwavering commitment to your purpose. The storms of life will come. The winds will howl. But you will remain standing, unshaken, unmoved, because you have chosen to cultivate the power of your inner resolve. And with that power, there is nothing you cannot face. There is no challenge too great, no adversity too powerful, no fear too overwhelming. You are unshakable, and nothing can take that from you. And so, let us speak of purpose, the driving force that propels you forward, even when everything else seems to be falling apart. Purpose is not a fleeting feeling, nor is it a vague notion of what you'd like to achieve. No, purpose is the fire that burns deep within you, the unwavering force that directs your actions, regardless of the storms that rage around you. Without purpose, you drift. Without purpose, you lose your way. But with purpose, you are anchored, and even in the most chaotic of times, you remain steady. Think of the great leaders, the ones who stand tall amidst adversity. They are not the ones who never experience failure or difficulty. No, they are the ones who have unwavering clarity of purpose. They know why they are here, they understand their mission, and they understand that nothing will sway them from their course. When you know your purpose, you are never truly lost. And no matter what you face, no matter how strong the winds blow, you remain on track. Epictetus spoke of the importance of purpose when he said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Purpose is not merely a thought, it's a call to action. It demands that you move forward, that you continue pressing on, no matter the challenges you encounter. It is your internal compass, guiding you in the right direction, even when everything around you may seem uncertain. When you align your actions with your purpose, you are unshakable. Your resolve becomes a force of nature, unmovable in the face of hardship. And with purpose comes clarity. Clarity of mind, clarity of heart, and clarity of vision. In today's world, we are bombarded with noise. We are distracted by the endless stream of social media, opinions, and the distractions of modern life. But clarity comes when you choose to quiet the noise and focus on what truly matters. When you can see clearly, nothing can cloud your vision. And when your vision is clear, your steps become more deliberate, more powerful. Seneca reminds us that a gift or a favor, which is not accepted, is the same as a punishment. When you have clarity, you accept life as it is. You see the challenges as opportunities. You do not resist them, for you understand that they are all a part of the path. Clarity allows you to see that every setback is a lesson in disguise, every struggle is a chance for growth, and every hardship is an opportunity to refine your inner resolve. It is through clarity that we find our true direction. It is in stillness that we come to understand who we are and what we are meant to do. And when clarity guides us, no storm, no challenge, no obstacle can knock us off our path. The greatest gift you can give yourself, the greatest act of self-love, is to remain disciplined in your focus, remain disciplined in your actions, and remain disciplined in your commitment to your values and your purpose. The discipline to say no to distractions, the discipline to say yes to the things that matter. It's the quiet, daily commitment to what is most important, and the ability to say no to the trivialities that would otherwise take you off course. And let us speak now of learning. Life is, after all, one grand lesson after another. If you are not constantly learning, you are stagnating. If you are not growing, you are regressing. And in the quest for inner resolve, learning is paramount. Learning from your mistakes, learning from your triumphs, and learning from the experiences of others. The wise are not those who have lived the easiest lives, but those who have taken each experience, both the joyful and the painful, and used it to build a stronger foundation. Marcus Aurelius was known for his lifelong pursuit of wisdom. He was the emperor of the Roman Empire, yet he remained a student of life until his last breath. He understood that no matter how high one rises, the pursuit of wisdom is never complete. Every challenge, every conversation, every moment of life is an opportunity to learn. And it is in this constant process of learning, of adapting, evolving, and growing, that your resolve is continually strengthened. When you embrace the process of learning, you cultivate wisdom, and wisdom, in turn, brings inner peace. When you approach life as a continual learning experience, you are no longer at the mercy of your circumstances. You are in control because you have the wisdom to navigate through the ups and downs of life with calmness and clarity. Wisdom allows you to discern what matters and what doesn't. It allows you to respond with thoughtful consideration rather than impulsive reaction. And when you learn to do this, you become unstoppable. The key to becoming unshakable is not in avoiding hardship, but in learning to face it head-on, with strength, clarity, and purpose. It is not in avoiding pain, but in seeing pain as a catalyst for growth. When you embrace each moment as an opportunity to become stronger, you begin to see life as an ally, not an adversary. You understand that everything that comes your way, whether it's pain or pleasure, triumph or failure, is part of the process of becoming the person you are meant to be. And when you accept that, when you embrace that truth, nothing can break you. You become unshakable, unmovable, unstoppable. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It is not for those who seek comfort or easy answers, but it is for those who are willing to rise above the noise, to master their mind, to control their emotions, and to live with unshakable resolve. It is for those who are willing to stand firm in their purpose, even when the world tries to tear them down. It is for those who are willing to look adversity in the face and say, "You do not define me. I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul." So let this be your declaration. Today, I choose to cultivate the power of my inner resolve. Today, I choose to rise above the distractions, the doubts, and the fears that try to control me. Today, I choose to become unshakable, and I will continue to choose it every day, no matter what the world throws at me. Because I know the truth. The only thing that can truly shake me is myself. And as long as I remain steadfast, unwavering, and rooted in my purpose, nothing can take my power away. I am unshakable, and nothing can change that. If you've felt the power of these words, if you've felt the fire of inner resolve awakening within you, then it's time to take the next step. Don't just watch, act. Take control of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Commit to becoming unshakable today. Subscribe to this channel and join us on this journey of self-mastery and strength. Share this message with others who need to hear it, and let's build a community of individuals who stand firm in the face of life's challenges. Remember, the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is your willingness to act. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to become unshakable. Press that subscribe button, take the first step, and start building your unshakable resolve now. Your future self will thank